tukiconsult mambo machache kuhusu obviously mambo yanayoendelea na kushauriana vile tutaenda, lakini before tumpatie county commissioner ama tuseme machache, we have Sasa Judy will introduce from the other side or our side, but Mr. Samji, of course we take pride. Mr. Samji is the chairman ambaye anaongoza kikosi cha wafanyi biashara ama private sector katika kusaidia umma wa Mombasa, or in assisting the needy or the vulnerable families. He has been leading us, and he has done a very diligent job. You know, initially I thought things would have been easy, even the way we operate. But the guy puts me on check every time. Governor, we're supposed to do this. Governor, you are supposed to follow up on this matter. Paka, sometimes I feel like running away from WhatsApp. So let me introduce Mr. Samji to make some few remarks, and then we continue.
Thank you, Mr. Governor, Mr. County Commissioner, Deputy Governor, all the dignitaries who are present here today. Welcome and a very good morning to all of you. First of all, I would like to very sincerely welcome the Diamond Trust Bank team, the DTB team, who are represented here in good numbers, led by their regional manager for the Coast Promise, Mr. Shibu, and all their senior staff in the Coast region. If you can just stand up to be identified. Just stand up, all the DTB staff. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Mr. Governor, you have given us a very formidable task to this committee to make sure that we raise enough funds to feed 227,000 households, provide water to people in the outlying areas who have no access to water, and also to do certain health facilities in terms of equipping them with monitors, beds, mattresses, etc. We are very fortunate that the food exercise has started in a big swing, and I would really like to thank the two chairmen of the food committee, led by Mr. Mahmood of Red Cross and Mr. Dennis Leva, the county secretary, for doing an excellent job so far. We have managed to reach about 30,000 households so far. As far as water is concerned, we've already got 3 donors for large boreholes, aquifers as we call them. One was donated by the Rotary Club of Mombasa, and today we'll be witnessing 2 donations for 2 boreholes from the DTB Bank. We've also been very fortunate that the first COVID-19 patients ward was started at the Technical University of Mombasa, again through donations from well-wishers and all the private sector. I really want to compliment DTB on one thing. As you know, all the international companies and banks who are stationed in Nairobi have given in large numbers to the National COVID-19 Fund in Kenya. DTB is no exception. They gave 50 million shillings to the National COVID-19 Fund. We have challenges here because when we approach the donors, we are always given the answer that we have already given to the National Fund. So I would like to appeal here to the private sector. Look at the example set by DTB. They gave 50 million shillings to the National COVID Fund, and they're giving us 10 million shillings today. So I really want to compliment them, DTB. And by this exercise, I want to appeal to all the other private sectors who may have given to the National COVID Fund. Don't forget that you have your base in Mombasa County as well. You have your institutions. all the banks are here, all the big companies are here. Mombasa County needs your support as well. So this is my appeal to the other big organizations who may have given to the National Fund. Please support the county fund. I just want to thank once again the Governor for initiating this particular program much earlier than any other county in Kenya. And you can see that he has been forthright and forthwith in ensuring that this pandemic curve is flattened as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, we are the second largest county in Kenya to be hit by COVID-19 positive, but I think inshallah with God's will, we shall succeed, and in no time, things should be back to normal. So DTB, for your donation of 10 million shillings, 5 million for the borehole. The 2 boreholes will help 20,000 people to have access to water. And for your generous donation of the food parcels, as you can see, which are being displayed there. Thank you so much.
Asante ndugu mwenyekiti. Najua ukitizama takwimu za pwani kwa jumla za kiuchumi, utaona tathmini yake ni kwamba inategemea pakubwa katika kieka uchumi cha huduma. Na hiyo inaenda sambamba na mlolongo wake wa thamani. So utakubaliana nami kwamba watu ambao wameathirika na janga hili wako nambari kiasi kikubwa. Watu ambao wanahitaji, watu ambao wanastahili kupata msaada, kupata mwelekezo, kupata ushauri, wako nambari kubwa. Mimi nashukuru sana kwa niaba ya watu wa Mombasa kwamba mmejitolea mhanga kuhakikisha kwamba watu wamepata msaada. Na hayajesha hapo, ni kwamba kila siku kila mtu anauliza ni lipi la ziada anaweza kufanya kuona kwamba janga hili limetuondokea. So tuko na furaha kwamba tumeweza kuja pamoja, kwamba sio mazungumzo ambaye hayawezi kuunganisha watu kwa sababu ya janga la maradhi, lakini ni kwamba watu wa Mombasa wameweza kuja pamoja, hasusan kuangalia ni mbinu gani kabambe zinaweza kuwekwa katika msururu huu wa kuhakikisha kwamba tumefanikiwa kupigana na hili janga. Na tunaendelea vizuri. Swali ambaye mimi nataka niwaombe, kando kuwa tunawashukuru kwa msaada wenu na ushirikiano wenu, nataka niwaombe haya yote ambaye yamefanywa, haya yote ambaye yanaendelea kufanywa, hata haya yote ambaye yanamfanya county commissioner anakaa macho usiku, haya yote ambaye yananifanya mimi nakaa macho kwa muda mrefu, haya yote ambaye yanafanywa na Abdul Samji kama mwenyekiti wa kamati ya wafanyi biashara, haya yote ambaye yamekufanya wewe uje hapa, kuna yale ambaye sisi tunaweza kuyafanya. Sisi tunayo yale ambayo tunaweza kuyafanya, na tumeyafanya vizuri tu. Kiangalia matibabu tumeweka, tunashukuru Mungu mpaka sasa hatujatumia idadi ya kikamilifu katika hospitali zetu. Hakuna siku ambayo hospitali imejaa mpaka tukasema hatuwezi, kwa sababu tuko na idadi ya kutosha na ziada, na tumejipanga kwenda kwa nambari hata zaidi ambayo inahitajika sasa. Ukiangalia mpango wa kusaidia watu vyakula uko, Na kwa mara ya kwanza katika taifa letu ni kwamba chakula kinagawanywa bila watu kupangishwa msururu. Nenda tu sawa, mtu anakubishia katika nyumba yako na unatambulishwa na unapawa ile ruzuku ambaye Mwenyezi Mungu ametuwezesha tukuletee. Hayo yote yakishafanywa, mimi ukiniuliza nitakwambia ni takriban 10% ya mafanikio vita dhidi ya janga hili. Haya yote ambayo unaona sisi tunafanya ni 10%. 90% iko mikononi mwetu sisi wote. 90% iko mikononi mwetu sisi wote. Na kama hatubebi majukumu, athari ni kubwa na itakuwa athari ya kudumu. So mimi naomba kwamba nashukuru tuendelee na moyo huu, na pia naomba vile vile tukitoka hapa wakati tunaenda kuzungumza na wengine tuwaeleze kinaga ubwaga, wawe na upeo mpana wa ufahamu kwamba ni dharura zaidi mtu kuchukua hatua ya kibinafsi kuliko kutegemea hatua ya viongozi na hatua ya kiserikali. Viongozi wanafanya majukumu yao, na wewe naomba ufanye majukumu yako. Sijui kama tuko pamoja paka hapo. Tupatana paka hapo. So that we understand. I can tell you, let us do all that we have, let us continue to do what we've achieved so far. Because up to this date, we have not, looking at our capacity at both our hospitals, if it is Coast General or Technical University of Mombasa, or even our quarantine centers, we have not had the numbers that have exceeded our capacity. In fact, we've been operating roughly at around 50 to 60%. This should tell you that we are prepared. Indeed, we are prepared. We rolled out a program with the private sector that is led by Mr. Abdul Samji to try and cushion the vulnerable families. That, in my own opinion, has done very well so far. They have done the unprecedented. They've been able to map the vulnerable families. They've been knocking at their doors. For the first time in the history of our republic, you see families receiving care packs or food packs in their households. We have been treating patients, COVID-19 patients, majority of them at no cost. We cater for their expenditure. We give them food. We give them medical care. We give them the support that they need. We look after their mental health. We're doing the best that any government can be able to do. But all that said and done, let me tell you, 90% of the responsibility, if we want to defeat this pandemic, is in the hands of the ordinary person, all of us included. And there is no magic to it. It's not rocket science. It's basic and simple. Adhere to the guidelines and regulations given to us. Simple. I keep repeating it because it needs to be done. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Observe your hygiene. Sanitize. Observe your social distancing. It's as simple as that. And I was having a conversation this morning with the county commissioner. I said to him, if only the people of this republic would have listened the day we announced our first case, That is the day guidelines are provided for by the national government through the Ministry of Health. If only all of us had listened, by now, with or without medical care, we would have flattened the curve. But we see situations. For example, I live in Vipingo. When I drive home, until today, I deal with situations where I see border carrying 4 people. I have tried to stop them, to even pick a conversation with them. What are you doing? And somebody will still persist and insist that they are okay. Yesterday, we saw a video on social media. Someone who is in the police custody saying, "You'd rather kill me, but I'm not going to wear a mask." It was going around yesterday. Maybe some of you saw it. Somebody says, "Bana piga mimi risasi lakini sivai mask." I mean, how do you do that? How do you even go to those levels? So for me, it requires a lot of sensitization. It seems to be a mindset issue. You know? I don't know whether we started wrongly, because some people are saying, "Oh, this in Africa, we hadn't." We have buried people. Fact. We have people in ICU. Fact. We have people who have died mysteriously. That's what it is. Why do we even argue about it? Why do we even want to discuss it? Let us collectively, as a people, as a country, join hands, and together we fight this pandemic, and within no time we shall succeed. We should not allow ourselves to be drawn into these shenanigans, to these sideshows, to the examples that people are looking at other countries and what they say about COVID and how they want to follow them. That does not help anyone. We have our own problem. It is here with us. Our solution lies with us. It only requires us to think a little bit outside the box. Just a little bit. We are worried people. I am telling this committee we need to now begin the discussion on reopening our economy. How long are we able to sustain this situation? Our economy in Mombasa largely is dependent on the SMEs. They are struggling today. As much as we have plans to ensure, we are coming up with economic stimulus programs, but we need to cushion them today. But all that said and done, again we go back to the point of who contributes what, who sacrifices what, who commits to what. If we did that, then we are assured, as a people, we would change the discussion. The narrative would change. But for as long as we want to live our day-to-day lives like nothing is wrong, then we are bound for bigger problems. So my humble appeal to all of us, really, let us use all the efforts within our means to change this narrative. Let us not be the people, because the magic in COVID is only 3 things. And I'm glad that every effort from us, from national government, from civil society, is focusing on one thing. If you want to defeat COVID, like other countries have done, then the magic is in the test, treat, and isolate. It's as simple as that. Test, treat, isolate. We have the capacity to treat you, to look after you. We've worked on mechanisms of even self-quarantine or isolation. If you meet certain guidelines provided for by our public health, we encourage people to do that. So there cannot be any excuse. There has been cases, even here in Mombasa, where people that were positive were allowed to look after themselves at home, and they adhered fully to the guidelines. Today they are negative, and normalcy in their lives has resumed. But those that argue so much, cases where when Old Town was being put under cessation of movement, there are people who thought they were very smart because it was announced at 3 to take effect at 7 p.m. Quite a number of them left. They left in a hurry to go and hide somewhere. That is why you see a surge in places like Bibi Washafi. One village, 100 houses, first tests, 11 positives. So who's helping who? You left your home in Old Town, where would have taken care of, tested you, take care of you, put you to a hospital, treat you, become negative, and put you back. You ran away. And then the result is that you go to another village, smaller village, 100 households. We already have 11 cases, and we are contact tracing 100 people more, making life so difficult, even for the public health officers. People in the intelligence community, people in the police, CID, focusing on tracking you on the phone. Like the case where we've had someone from Kilifi. This guy went through almost 7 villages to a point where he was found by police. Why are you running away? Who have you stolen? What have you stolen and from who? That you need to hide. You become a fugitive because you suspect you could be corona positive. Surely, what is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? Someone has moved from Mtwapa, Shumboroni, Mazeras, Mariakani. Every night they spend somewhere else only to run away from being treated for COVID. Who does that? How? So we've seen such cases. Ndio maana tunaomba watu, tafadhali, I keep insisting, COVID-19 is not criminal, is not a curse, is not a shame. It's a flu that can take your life, or you can be treated and go back kwa maisha yako. That is one point. And the other dangerous point that I see here, or the notion in the minds of our people that keep saying, mimi niko strong, haiwezi ni chukua hii. The problem with COVID-19, it is never and it's never going to be about Mimi or I. This is we problem. Because you could be asymptomatic. God has blessed you. Wonderful immunity. And nothing happens to you. Not even a headache. Not even a cough. Because you're asymptomatic, you're strong immunity, you're okay. But the danger is that you interact with people. You will go and pass it on to someone with a weaker immunity or someone with a pre-existing condition. And globally, if you follow through the conversations on COVID-19, survival rate for people with preconditions, pre-existing conditions, the highest is in any country is 20%. You can go and do your own research. 20% is the highest success rate in treatment. 80% people die. So, ni nini tunafanyia mtu? Ama unajifanyia mwenyewe, unajifanya ujipige kifua, mimi niko strong, baadaye umpatie mamako, babako, Probably they've aged a little bit, your neighbors. And you look at the miaka watu ambao wamefariki, wako wadogo pia, weaker immunity. So I appeal to all of us, let us not tire. Let's continue with the discussion. And I'm glad Nairobi University or University of Nairobi is here. I appeal that maybe we need to do a bit of research on the mindset of the people. We have partnered with you in many instances, so this one, also maybe we need to work on something. We need to get to understand, why do we think this way? Tutafanya nini tubadilishe mawazo ya watu? Na nishukuru pia DTB, niambie kitu kimoja. Unajua wema ulipo na wema, it's reciprocal. Reciprocity. We are looking at you, even us, as a government here, and one day we will come through for you, kwa njia moja ama ingine. And also urging those corporates that are stationed here, some of them, their absolute client base is local, and we haven't seen them come forward. We are appealing. You are doing it for humanity. Please come forward. And I understand, many of them would say we are contributing to the national fund, which is fine. We encourage you to do that. But also don't forget where you are hosted. And realistically look at the numbers also. This should help you to make a decision on what needs to be done collectively as a people. So without much ado, nisiongee sana, notie hapa. I want to invite my co-chair, Mr. Kitio, a wonderful guy. We consult a lot on what needs to be done in Mombasa and even help others outside Mombasa. And then we can take any suggestions or questions from everybody. Asanteni.
Thank you very much, Honorable Governor, Chairman Mr. Samji, all protocol observed. Good afternoon. I'll be very brief. First of all, I want to thank DTP and University of Nairobi for your donations. We are receiving them with open hands, and it will be used for the purpose for which it is intended to. Asanteni sana kwa hayo. Naona Diamond Trust Bank, you have given us 10 million. University of Nairobi, 118 bales of maize flour and 40 cartons of sanitary towels. Asante sana kwa hiyo msaada. We have a wonderful team which is in charge of these donations, chaired by Mr. Samji and distributed through Red Cross and Aki Africa, plus other partners. So don't worry at all. They are in very safe hands, and they will reach the destination which is intended. I'll say very briefly, because the governor said most of the things. What I want to say is we should have hope. Let us have hope. We have committed a number of errors as Kenyans. These are errors of omissions and not listening to very basic instructions. Otherwise, we would not be where we are now. If everybody was to observe the guidelines given, we would not be where we are. The other challenge is we are listening to so many other voices, which I can describe as agents of confusion. Because the government is saying this, the government and the experts are saying one thing, there are a few agents of confusion who are saying the contrary. You know, when people are still doubting about corona, even this time, what is that? Surely. Which language do you want us to communicate in? If you say you have not seen people dying, people have died. You have not seen patients, we have patients. They are there. In Mombasa, we have a total of 315 persons who have contracted corona. And we have 25 who have died in Mombasa. let me say they have died and they are buried. They'll not come back to life. 25. These are not statistics. These are people with names. And they are people of Mombasa only. And yet some people are saying, you know, we don't believe in this thing, is that. But the good thing, the good hope, is that we also have some recoveries. 115 are fully recovered. And they are back to their normal job. What is the message here? The message is there is hope that we can actually defeat Corona if only we follow the guidelines we are given. Keep away from Corona. Simple. Wash your hands, sanitize, keep off, follow instructions. Very simple, very basic. But why are people not listening? Because of what I have mentioned, so many agents of confusion, people who think they know, and they don't know. The effect of this Corona business in terms of the economy is so huge. It might even be felt some years down the line. Because so many people are out of their jobs. Offices are not working the way they are supposed to work. Including journalists. Some journalists were telling me now, wengine hawana mshahara, hata walikuwa naomba chakula kidogo. Labda mheshimiwa tutaangalia. They are also human. Nasapatia hawa chakula kidogo. They are Kenyans out of job. It's only that they put on brave faces. But I can tell you, the problem is there, but there is hope that if we work together and people listen, actually Corona can go away within a very short time. It is not as complicated as Ukimwi and others. You know, the way the governor said, the government has done its part. The government and partners have done their part. If it was a score, I would give it an A for effort. But some of our people, it's a disaster. Disaster. You can imagine when it reaches a situation where a whole place like Old Town, people are locked in like goats. Fungiwa wasitoke. And these are humans who can just avoid this thing. Look at Isili. People have to be locked in because they are not listening. They are not listening. And they will kill everybody. On our part, we have tried our best. The governor of Mombasa has initiated this program of getting as much food and other basics as possible so that people can stay at home. And it has actually been distributed to them. Unfortunately, most of them are not staying at home, even despite getting that. There are so many messages out there on awareness, trying to tell people what to do, but most of them are not doing it. For those of you who have used the ferry lately, we are there throughout to ensure there is some order. The government has added another ferry, which is there. But it all comes to zero if people go back home and mingle the way they want. It goes back to zero. So the question is, what language do we use? And we don't want to give up on hope, because we must have hope. We must have hope. And to me, I believe we shall succeed. Let everybody play their part. Let our people also play their part. Don't listen to agents of confusion, because they will confuse you even more. And let people cooperate. Right now we are testing drivers of long distance, those who are taking lorries across the borders, the trucks, across the borders. They are being tested. But my colleague in Busia was calling and saying most of them are coming without being tested. So naambia huko fungia hawa until they are tested. Please let people cooperate and everything will be fine. Otherwise, I don't wish to say more than that. Thank you once more, and we are very honored when you come to assist our program. Thank you very much.
So let me probably just add two things. One is that, initially, and I'm going to say this in Kiswahili ndio watu waelewe. Hapa kwetu walikuwa wameanza kusema mnataka kutulipisha quarantine, sisi wenyewe hatuna pesa, quarantine ni kubaya na kuchafu. Fujo tu lingi likatoka hapa kwetu. Tukakaa sisi hapa kwanza kama kamati hapa Mombasa na serikali ya kaunti ya Mombasa kushirikiana na serikali ya kitaifa, tukaweka mikakati kwamba wale ambao walikuwa tayari katika zile quarantine facilities na hawana uwezo tukawalipia. Pili, tukaenda kuongea na private sector kuboresha zile standards ama to improve on the standards, wakafanya. Tatu, wakasema kwamba tusilipishwe, tukafanya. Tukaona kwamba sasa zile issues ambao walikuwa wanasema tumeziaddress, kwamba hakuna tena sababu. Mlikuwa mnasema mambo mengi, sijui uchafu, pesa, chakula, hayo yote yakafanywa. Wakasema tunataka tukae quarantine majumbani kwetu. Tukakaa kama kamati, tukakubali pia kwamba ukiwa utapata masharti haya, uyafuate tu masharti haya, uweke chumba chako, uangalie usitoke ndani ya nyumba, usitangamane na watu wengi ama watu katika nyumbani kwako, ujifungie chumbani. Tukakubali hayo. Sasa ikaja tukienda hospitali tutalipishwa. Tukatoa hayo pia, tukakupeleka katika hospitali zetu za serikali, na tena tukakuwekea feeding program tu mzuri, na watu hawajalipa pia bado mtafuta sababu. Yani wewe watafuta sababu tu, kifanya sasa hawana sababu zinkwisha. Because to be honest, hapa Old Town ambayo iko under cessation of movement, tumeweka a lot of efforts. We've ensured tank ama reservoirs za maji ambao they are dedicated to Old Town. Tumeensure kwamba zile maji ambao the reservoirs that are dedicated kwenda Old Town, they are always full. Watu wanapata maji. We have even enhanced the care pack, because tuliona wengine wanasema Ramadhan nini, and we understood because eco cessation of movement we may need to enhance, which we did. Standards za hospitali zetu, my friend, in some instances they are better than the private sector. Huduma ya kutest tukakuletea nje ya nyumba yako tena bila malipo. Yote hayo wewe hutaki kuyaona, unaona tu mimi sitaki tu, bas Sitaki tu. Utanifanya nini kwani? Si mimi. Toa katika mawazo yako, you are doing it for the county commissioner. You are not. Remove it in your mind that you may be doing it for me. You are not doing it for me. So that you understand, it's not a competition. You're not competing against anybody. It is about your life, my friend, maisha yako. So hizi excuse ambazo unazitafuta ukiona unamserve mtu, you're not. You're not. It can never be a contest. That you must understand. It can never be a contest. It can never be about who has done better than the other in achieving mileage. It can never be. A pandemic such as this one, the last one was in 1918. Na watu ambaye hawana uwezo wa kufanya utafiti wakafanya. Soma kidogo tu kuhusu the pandemic in 1819. You know how many people died? 50 million people died. Watu milioni 50. Na ilikuwa flu tu kama hii. Corona. Na unajua watu walikufa zaidi wapi? Walikufa zaidi katika ile kitu inaitwa mlipuko wa pili na watatu. Katika mlipuko kama huu utaanza kuresist. You know, you'll fight it so much. And then at some point utaona life is normal. And you go out there and start hugging your people. You know, feeling free and enjoying life. But what hit the world hardest in 1918 is the second wave and the third wave. So in pandemics such as this one, inakuja inarudi mara ya pili na mara ya tatu. But then, with these modern times, with the current use of technology, social media accessibility, there's so much that we could have done differently from what people did about 100 years ago. We can communicate easily. We can share information easily. You know, same story. People were told to wear masks. People were told to observe social distancing. People were put to quarantine. Same story. Sasa sijui tusome nini. Sijui tuanze kuandika historia labda kwa kabila zetu. Maybe it would make sense tuambie watu waandike ya Kijaluo, ya Kikikuyu, ya Kiturkana, ya Kibaluya, ya Kiswahili, ya Kigiriama, ndio sote sisi tusome. Because these are basic information that is all over the place. So, nataka niseme tu kwamba tuamkeni jamani. Tuamkeni. Tusilale. Tutahesabiwa. For example, my friend Khatib here takuwa yuko hai sahihi, sio? Mungu ampatie umri na wengine. Watoto wake na wajukuu zake they be asking, kulikuwa na corona, tulifanya nini? If you don't have a story to tell, or maybe your story will be negative, kwamba mimi ndo ule nilidefy, nilipiga kifua. You know? So please, I am appealing. This is a humble appeal as a committee. Let us all work together. Tubadilishe mindset za watu. Na si mambo ya pesa. Si mambo ya pesa. Kwa sababu today, if you went to a private hospital, I know one here, when they receive a COVID patient, you have to pay a deposit of 500. Here, a private hospital, I know it. And then after a few days, you add another 500. There's also another private hospital. When you go in and you're a COVID patient, because the demand that you go with are so huge, you pay a deposit of 1 million. But we have the county facilities that are ready to treat you at no cost. Ingia tu, tukupokea, tukutibu, tukurudishe katika jamii. Shida yako nini? Shida yako nini? Mbaya hata hutaki kuelewa. Lakini sitaki kusema tu hapa nimeambiwa kwamba we're going to flag off the trucks. These ones.
Or you want to accept the donation or ask DTV to speak?
Yeah, we accept the donation from DTB, from Nani, and then I got this note and kidogo ni changanya. But let's first of all accept the donations. Tuseme asanteni, DTB. I bank with you. You know, Samji is the one that recommended DTB. Then I came, you gave me a loan at some point to buy something. So I bank with you. I'll continue personally to support you. University of Nairobi, you've been our partners. Let's keep the fire burning. Tungangane, tufanye research kidogo ya watu wetu. So we can do that, isn't it? Tuangalie shida iko wapi. Mr. Samji, we continue to pray for you. You will always be in our prayers. You and the entire team. I see Mahmoud is here, Faraj, and other members of the team. We will pray for you. I see them out every night. I think Mahmoud, if your wife does not call for a divorce, then she truly loves you. There is no night I've not seen you out there for the last month or so. Faraj, you are the smart one. Ujamaa amemuingiza wife box. So behind the scenes, the wife is working for the committee. So akionekana hayuko niko kule committee. So niseme asanteni tu sana. DTB, thank you. University of Nairobi, thank you very much. We assure you every penny or investment you've put in here shall be diligently used, prudently used. Asanteni sana. May God bless you.